News alert.
And thanks for being with us this morning at 8:30. I'm Jamie Sullivan. We do want to give you a first alert to breaking news. A Cuyahoga County deputy was shot on Cleveland's east side overnight. Now, thankfully, that deputy is expected to recover from their injuries. 19's Noel Williams is live on Superior with more details. Noel.
That deputy has since been released from the hospital. We know a 15-year-old was also taken to Mental Health Medical Center with serious injuries. But county officials say that teen was not alone. 2 other people with him were also taken into custody. And not long ago, we do know the crime scene tape that did remain on the scene here on Superior Avenue were picked up. A painful reminder of that violent act. Now, we took a look at this video 19 News captured around 10:30 last night. Police were surrounding the area of Superior Avenue and East 26th Street. Still very little details of what led to the shooting. However, according to Cuyahoga County spokesperson Jennifer Chach, at least 1 person was shot and treated at Metro Health. 2 people were also taken into custody. Overnight to 19 News, we did confirm that a 15-year-old boy was taken to Metro Health in serious condition. Chach says the deputy was taken to Lutheran Hospital and was released. Now, Cleveland Police and Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office did close down the portion of the street. It has since reopened. CPD is leading the investigation into deadly force per protocol, and Cuyahoga Sheriff's Office Department plans to cooperate fully with the investigation. Now, again, as we said, the street has since reopened, but there's still so many big questions. The biggest being the identity of that deputy, the 15-year-old, and the 2 other suspects arrested. Also, what could have possibly led to that shooting. We did reach out both to the sheriff's office and police to try and get those details. We have not heard back. Reporting live at Cleveland's east side, Noel Williams, 19 News.